going on, guys? So today we're going to be installing the Steeda charge motion control plates on a 3-valve Mustang GT 2006 if you want to get specific. Anyways, this install video is going to be quite boring. It's not going to be that interesting. It's going to be very informative. I'm going to get into depth with things so everybody can understand exactly how to install these plates. It's not really that difficult. The biggest issue I had was, like I said, the injectors. Trying to get those things out was a nightmare. So basically we're just going to get right into it. I actually had a subscriber that wanted me to make this video, so I thought, hey, why not? Let me make it for everybody, not just make the video private for that one person. But let's get right into it. So to get started, what I did was I took the negative terminal off and the positive. And now the next thing we're going to do is get the cold air intake off. If you can't take a cold air intake off, then we have a problem. Probably shouldn't be doing this install anyway. But what we're going to do is, okay, so let's start. Where are we going to start at? Where are we going to start at? Start with this. We'll take this off first. Okay, so we're going to loosen this, loosen these right here. That should bring it right off. And then you're going to obviously have to take this clip and pop this sucker off. Let's do that right now. There we go. That's better. Oh, nice. Okay, so basically if you just go ahead and use like a flathead screwdriver like that and hit down on that like that and pull back, it should come right off. So we got that out the way. Go ahead and take this off as well. This red clip is supposed to pull back. And you hit the black thing, pulls right off, just like that. Hit that black piece in the middle right there, pull that back, should come right off. Okay, so now that we got both those electrical connections out of the way, like I said, we're going to go ahead and loosen this, take this off, then we're going to go ahead and loosen these two bolts, take this off, and we'll be right back. Cold air intake off. Don't forget to take off this line right here as well. There we go. If you want, you can just get something and go ahead and cover that up. That out of the way. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the breather tube off of this. Just get that off of there. Just like, hold up. Aha, there we go. Okay, so we got that off. Then we're going to go ahead, take this electrical connection off right here. Oh, hold on, she's going to come out. There we go. Okay, so she's off. And then you're going to go ahead and, once you get this electrical connection out of the way, go ahead and take this off. Just push down this plastic pin just like this. Got to push down hard too. She should come right out. Alright, looks like we're going to need a flathead screwdriver for this one. Okay, so I'm going to pull a flathead. There we go. Yeah, this makes it a lot easier to get these off when you use a flathead screwdriver. You just push the flathead screwdriver down on this pin down here and pull straight off. This one right here, you just go ahead, take this push down the other way and hold on now. There we go. She should come right. It's always trial and error with these damn things. Let's try the bottom one first. Get that off. There we go. Duh. Do the bottom one first, and then the top one. That should make it easier. Don't be alarmed. You're going to see some oil in this. This to the passenger side. There's going to be pins here. Just got to pull these off. Yep, they can be a little bit of a son of a gun to get off. Just give it a nice good wiggle, pull straight up. Just keep wiggling until she comes off. There we go. Just like that. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side for just that one right there. This one for some reason doesn't have one. I don't know, yours might have one. But on this side you do the same thing for the other side. Okay. Going to be to take off all 8 of the fuel injector sensors right here. Just get them. Pull off like that on every single one. Just pull off. There you go, pull that one off. And that one, okay. Go around to the driver's side. Same thing. Injector off. Injector off. There we go. Okay. You already know it. Now these 2 bolts right here are 8mm. So you're gonna go, and on the other side as well, those are 8mm. I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew those, and this is gonna be the hardest part of this install, is trying to get these injectors out. I'm telling you, it took me probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours just trying to get these injectors out. So hopefully I have better luck, being that I used motor oil on the injector O-rings to get them back in. We'll see what happens. The bolt will look like, it should come out, like I said, it's an 8mm, and you're just going to do that for all 4 sides, okay, of the injector. You're going to take those off just like that, and once I take those off, we'll come back and I'll show you the hardest part is trying to get these injectors off. Now that I got those bolts out, what we're going to do is we're going to try to take one hand on this side and another hand on this side and pull directly upwards. Don't wiggle around too much, don't move it around. You can strip the O-ring on the inside. So let me see if I can do this while the camera's on. Let me see. Place that right here. Okay. Put my other gloves on. Under there. Oh, amazing. They came right out. I tell you, they usually don't do this. But it came right out. That's perfect. So as you can see, it's going to smell like fuel. Just be extremely careful. Don't have anything flammable around it. If you spill any kind of gasoline, obviously clean it up. As you can see, these are really dirty. Actually, I think I'm going to have to get some new ones really soon. But let's go ahead and be careful. You don't want to drip oil anywhere. I'm actually going to go get a napkin so I can avoid dripping gasoline everywhere. Give me 1 second, guys. Exact thing on the other side, and this side's a bit harder, being that you can't really maneuver your hands around very well with the fuel line thing in the way. So we're going to give it a shot. Okay. Here we go. There we go. That's good. Okay. Everything, all the lines good? Yep. Okay, so that was not too bad to get out. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to move that out the way. Take the whole entire application, or whatever you want to call it, and just move it off to the side. So I'm actually going to get something to put this whole entire thing on. Go ahead and put this thing off to the side. I'm probably going to move it again, actually, because I need to get to the bolts on the manifold. So I'm going to figure out how I can maneuver that off to the side. Got that. Now we're going to have to remove the 5 bolts on this side and the 5 bolts on the right side that hold down the intake manifold to the short block. So let's see what we're going to go for. Oh yeah, also, this bolt back here is a stud, just so you guys know. The rest of them are not studs. And the other bolt is in between here. This is where I would say the 5th bolt is. And on the other side, the 5th bolt's in the middle too as well. You can't miss it. That's where they're at. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to loosen every single bolt. and then I'm going to take it off, but I'll show you guys how to take it off because there's a specific way that you have to take it off so that you don't get debris inside the engine. It's an extension and all of the bolts are 10mm. So what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to remove them all and then we'll be back. So let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to loosen them all so you guys can see just where every bolt is. Okay, and like I said, there's one right in the middle, in between the intake manifold. Okay. And the last one is right here. And like I said, you just do the same thing on the other side. Same exact locations. So once all 10 bolts have been removed, you can now go ahead and lift up and take the intake manifold off now. So let me go ahead and put my gloves back on and I'll show you guys how to remove it. Just be very careful because there's going to be dirt and debris around this area. If you have a air vac or whatever, you can just blow that stuff away. I don't have it, so I'm just gonna have to take my chances. Okay, so all we're gonna do, it's pretty heavy too. So go ahead and just lift straight up like this. Straight up. Oh, don't forget to remove the breather tube in the back. Always forget that. This little culprit right here. Don't forget to move this little culprit right here. This is the one that'll get you. Make sure you pull that out. Lift straight up. Just like that. And of course, I got one more thing. Once you get the manifold off, obviously the stock plates are going to be attached to the intake manifold. You're going to take this bolt off, and this bolt off right here in the middle. I'm pretty sure they're 8mm. Then also you're going to have to go ahead and take off the T20 with a T27 Torx bit. You're going to take off these right here. They're in the exact same location with the stock plates on, so can't mess that up either. 8 of these on each side. These green gaskets, you're going to go ahead and take those off these stock plates and put them onto these new ones. And dang, she's really dirty. So, fun stuff, putting it back together. So once you get the manifold back on here, just be careful, move all these electrical connections out the way. And you're going to have to make sure that all the bolts line up with the bolts on the engine. So let's get to it. And then after you do that, hold on one second. You get those to line up. Ford has a specific way that you tighten each bolt down. So say you'll tighten maybe the back one first, then you have to go to this one, then go to the other side. And I'll go ahead and put a link in the description so you guys can see that, to see the exact bolts that you have to tighten down first. So let's get to it. Had to get that short coffee break. Anyways, once the intake manifold is on and you've tightened all the bolts down, now you're going to take the fuel rail and put that back on. So let's go ahead and install this fuel rail back on and I'll get right back to you guys. Forget to apply a little bit of oil onto these green O-rings on all 8 of them. Be smart, use gloves, don't put it on your skin, it's not safe. There you guys have it. She has started up and sounds good. I don't hear anything out of the ordinary, so I think we're good. You might want to take it out for a test drive. That's gonna do it, guys, for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making this video, and there's gonna be plenty more, so I just want you guys to stay tuned. I'm actually gonna be installing Ford Racing Performance hot rod cams I'm gonna have to go ahead and replace a bunch of different stuff too. I'm gonna have to rebuild the motor before I do that. Cam phasers, lifters, rockers, all of that. That's all gonna have to get replaced because I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers blowing up their engines or breaking lifters and whatnot, with all different crazy types of stuff. But I just came over here. Just look at this view. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It is I hate that damn line. That just it always gets to me. But it's just so beautiful out here in South Carolina, man. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this view. Hopefully you guys have a great day or had a great day, whatever. And see you guys in the next one.